Hey Gearheads, it's me Gearaholic here, and today I'll be showing you guys how I made this really awesome sheath for my cold steel Frontier Hawk. Alright guys, so as you can see, here's my design for the Hawk that I got here. It's going to be two main pieces which are going to be identical to this, except one piece is just going to be minus this little flap here, which is where I'm probably going to put the button or whatever closing mechanism I want. And then you have a middle piece here as well. So we'll be cutting out all three of these today, and then we'll be piecing them together. And we'll go ahead and start doing that. Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright guys, so I'm not really sure how you guys do it. And basically what I do is I take the leather that I'm cutting on, and I take the nice side and I put that down. And then I use the back side and a pin to cut out or trace the shape, and then I use an X-Acto blade to cut it all out. That's how I do it. So if you guys do it a different way, let me know. But basically this is the way that I've just taught myself how to do it. So I made a mistake and I accidentally cut these out on the wrong side, so I have to take one of these and flip it around because I want this outside facing outwards on both sides. Maybe to save leather, I'll actually cut the internal components out of this one. So I don't know about you guys, but I like to label everything so I have everything, you know, ready to rock and roll. This is going to be the right side, this is going to be the left side, and I'm going to put a C up here for center. Now if you're wondering why I use sandpaper on these parts, it's because I roughed it up so I could put some hot glue actually on the areas that are going to be making contact for one, a better hold while I actually sew and stitch you know, the perimeter of the actual sheath, and two, it just it makes it more solid and easier to just work with in general. So that's why I did that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue down and just kind of get this thing rolling. Okay, so now that we have everything pretty much ready, I'm going to start making the indentations for the actual stitching. This is just what I do. I have like a little punch here, and I go about every 1/4 inch and I just make a mark. Alright, so next I use a drill press and basically I tap those holes out. Alright, there we go. Basically, yeah, that's what I got, and now we're going to get to stitching, so let's go ahead and do that. Now today what I'm going to be using is going to be this artificial sinew. Basically, I'm going to use that to stitch this together, and I'm going to do hopefully a cross stitch across the very top and around the side. Alright guys, so here I have the sinew, which is probably about 5 times as much as I really need, but I like to be sure. And I have it on 2 different size needles, and what I'm going to be doing is a cross stitch. As you can see here, pull it tight, and that's a cross stitch right there.
Alright guys, so I hope you liked my little how-to kind of video. I hope it was nice and easy for you guys. Here is the final product. It is really nice, really well done. I really wanted it to have that look that it was like really handmade with really minimal basic tools. I really like that look. I think it's a really cool look anyways. And I like the fact that I accented it with this like little piece of bone. It makes it seem more authentic. I really do like the cross stitching that I did on here. I think the cross stitching is a really cool stitch. I think it's one that's probably underutilized. It's more of a traditional style cross stitch. If you're wondering like, oh man, where did he learn like all this leather stuff? I spent years doing individual things, trying to learn on my own about how to do leather. Don't feel afraid to get out there and try doing some leather work. If you're new to it, just start. For you guys who are more advanced leather makers, I apologize for the crappiness I'm sure that you guys think of this actual sheath. I think it looks pretty good, and it's good enough for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to unplug yourself every now and then and go outdoors. I'm Gearaholic, signing out. See you later, guys. Boop.